I'm going to start by saying this isn't a hype-driven, best-of list. It's a straight-up look at whether the Rinnai RE180iP actually makes sense for your home, your budget, and your daily routine. If you're still on the fence, that's exactly the place we're starting from. You want hot water when you need it, you don't want to gamble on a system that can't keep up with your family's schedule, and you're hoping to avoid a surprise on your energy bill. The link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon, so you can cross-reference what I'm saying with the official specs. Let's talk about the sort of situation that drives someone to consider a propane tankless water heater in the first place. You might be living in a region where natural gas isn't available, or you might already have a gas line, but your existing tank-style heater is aging and you're tired of the occasional cold shower. The RE180iP promises up to 8.5 gallons per minute, which translates to a comfortable shower for 2 people while the dishwasher runs, or a quick rinse for a single person alongside a washing machine. That's the headline, but the real question is whether that flow holds up under everyday load, and whether the unit's physical footprint and installation requirements fit into a typical basement or utility closet. I spent a good amount of time reading through the forum posts and the Q&A sections on retailer sites, because the Rinnai brand has a solid reputation, but also a reputation for being a bit pricey to install. One recurring theme was the need for a professional installer. The unit is designed for indoor installation, which is a convenience if you have a dry, well-ventilated space, but it also means you have to run a propane line, ensure proper venting, and sometimes upgrade the electrical service for the control board. That extra labor cost can push the total outlay into the $200 to $500 $3,000 range, even before you factor in the cost of the propane tank itself. If you're comfortable handling gas connections and have a compliant space, you could save a little, but most homeowners will need to call a licensed plumber or HVAC technician. From a practical standpoint, the RE180iP shines in a few specific scenarios. First, the never run out of hot water claim holds up when you're looking at short, high-temperature demands. For a typical 10-minute morning shower, the unit can maintain a steady temperature without the dip you sometimes feel with smaller tankless models. Second, the compact design about the size of a large suitcase means you can tuck it into a closet that would otherwise be wasted space, rather than needing a whole dedicated tank area. That's a big win for condos or older homes where every square foot is contested. On the flip side, the unit is non-condensing, which means it's less efficient than Rinnai's condensing siblings. In practical terms, you'll notice a higher propane consumption if you run it continuously, say for a long soak or for simultaneous heavy usage in a large family. The 180,000 BTU rating is solid for a 2-person household, but if you have 3 or 4 people who tend to shower back-to-back while the dishwasher is also on, you'll start to see the flow rate dip, and the water temperature may drop a few degrees. That's where the up to 8.5 GPM can be a bit misleading. Real-world flow often ends up closer to 67 GPM under mixed load, which is still respectable, but worth knowing before you decide. Another practical weakness that shows up in user comments is the reliance on consistent propane pressure. In areas where propane delivery is infrequent, the tank can run low, and the heater will automatically shut down to protect itself. For households that already keep a large propane reserve, this isn't a problem, but for a homeowner relying on weekly deliveries, you might end up with an unexpected cold spell if the tank isn't topped off. The built-in diagnostics are helpful. They'll flash an error code if the pressure drops, but you still need to stay on top of refilling the tank. Now, who exactly should consider this unit? If you live in a region without natural gas, have a stable propane supply, and you're looking for a reliable way to eliminate the classic tank water heater waste, no more standing around waiting for the water to heat up, this is a solid candidate. It's also a good fit if you're renovating a small home and you want to free up space. The smart controls allow you to set a target temperature and monitor usage, which can be handy if you're trying to keep an eye on energy costs. Conversely, if you have a larger family, a high demand for simultaneous hot water, think multiple showers, a laundry load, and a kitchen sink running all at once, or you're on a tight installation budget, you might want to look at either larger capacity tankless unit or a hybrid system that combines a small tank with a tankless heater. The RE180iP will do the